You have started the recording. Jai Jagannath, Jai Balabhadra, and Jai Ma Subhadra. Jai Jagannath, everyone. We, the Sevayats of Sri Jagannath, would like to welcome all the participants once again to the sixth and concluding session of Sri Jagannath Rathyatra Katha 2020. Last week we had mentioned that the previous session was the concluding session. However, it was a good fortune that we are getting to hear an additional session depicting yet another important pastime of the Supreme Lord in relation to the auspicious occasion of Rathyatra. We are ever grateful to Prabhu Satchitananda Das for sharing us with this life-changing and profound knowledge and helping us get a deeper understanding of the significance of Rathyatra. And our heartfelt thanks to all the devotees for participating in this katha and inspiring everyone by their presence and support. This will be the concluding session for the Rathyatra, and the Bhagavatam Katha by Satchitananda Das Prabhuji will start from the following week. For some reason, our YouTube link is not working due to some technical errors. We'll see if it can be resolved soon. And for the other announcements, you can always reference the recordings available under the YouTube channel, Shri Jagannath Temple Canada, for any missed lecture or for your reference. We request you to kindly share these videos with your near and dear ones and spread this transcendental knowledge. Like always, this schedule is also for around 2 hours, and the participants will be on mute. At the end, we'll have a Q&A session. During that time, you can put your name on the chat group, and one of the organizers will assist to unmute you. So now I request His Grace Satchitananda Das Prabhu to kindly commence the sixth and concluding session of Sri Jagannath Rathyatra Katha 2020. Jai Jagannath.
Hare Krishna, Jai Jagannath, Jai Balbhadra, Jai Subhadra Devi. Namam Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Presthaya Bhutale, Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Niti Namine, Namaste Saraswate Deve, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Paschatya Deshatarine, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam, Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha, Shri Rupam Sagrajatam, Sahagana Raghunathanvitam, Tam Sajivam, Sadadvaitam Savadhutam, Parijana Sahitam, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam, Shri Radha Krishna Padan, Sahagana Lalita, Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Presthaya Bhutale, Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Niti Namine, Namaste Saraswate Deve, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Paschatya Deshatarine, Tvancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. Ajanulambito bhujo, Kanakaya Vadato, Sankirtanai Pitaravo, Kamalaya Taksho, Vishwambharo Dvijavaro, Yugadharma Palo, Vande Jagata Priyakaro, Karunavataro, Patita Pavan Shri Nitai, Shri Shri Nitai Gaur, Sundar Ki Jai. Namo Mahavadannaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namine, Gauratishe Namaha. Kadachit Kalindi Tata, विपिन संगीत रवो मुदा बीरी नारी कमल स्वाद मधुप रमा शंभु ब्रह्मा गणेश रचित पादो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भव तुमे जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भव तुमे आराध्यो भगवान ब्रजेश तनयस तद्धाम वृंदावनम रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधुवर्गेण तया कल्पिता श्रीमद् भागवत पुराणयमलं प्रेम पुमार्थो महान् श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभो मतैदं नायत्र आग्रह परः जय 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 श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा my humble obeisances, my Dandavat pranams to all the Vaishnavas, to all the listeners, my thousands and millions of obeisances unto His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is Jagat Guru, the savior of many souls, including myself. My obeisances to the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya Acharya Guru Varg, to Patit Pavan and Nitai Gaur Sundar, and my obeisances to Sri Nilachal Dham, my obeisances to Sri Jagannath Puri Dham, and to all the Nilachal Vasis. Hare Krishna. So, welcome again on behalf of the devotees who are ardent lovers of Lord Jagannath, especially those who are organizing this event in the GTA Toronto area. As a matter of fact, all of Canada, I would say so. And welcome to all the devotees from wherever you are in your homes. I see some of them are even from the US. So it has been a very wonderful experience, especially for the last 5 sessions, hearing the glories of and the histories of Lord Jagannath's Rathyatra. So today we will be speaking on one small history of Lord Jagannath connected to their forms, and we will also try to cover a couple of other topics connected to the Rathyatra, including Lord Jagannath's Prasadam. So I'm seeking the blessings of all our acharyas, seeking the blessings of Lord Jagannath, who is the master of the universe. Indeed, he will give me the energy and the intelligence to speak about his own glories. So last time we spoke about a wonderful event and Kurukshetra. Just a quick revision, how the devotees from all over Bharatvarsh, from the land of India, they converged and met at Kurukshetra due to the Surya Grahan or the solar eclipse. And from Dwarka, Krishna, Balram, Subhadra Devi, Vasudev, Devki, Dwarkavasis, Mother Kunti, the Pandavas, great sages like who are eternally present, like Vasishta, Asita, Devala, Naradji, etc. They had also come. And also from Vrindavan, the Vrajvasis came to Kurukshetra. They came with whatever little means they had. Very simple indeed their lives are in Vraj. They came on their bullock carts. And Dwarkavasis and Dwarkadish Krishna, along Balbhadraji and Subhadra Devi, they came on amazing, opulent chariots. So, of course, as we mentioned in our previous kathas, that Dwarka is full of opulence, very rich. It is a part of Vaikuntha. And all these opulent personalities, they came to take a bath. And from Vrindavan, Nanda Baba, Yashoda Mai, the elderly Gopas, the Gopis, the Sakhas, the friends of Krishna, and the Gopis, especially the young cowherd maidens, Lalita, Vishakha, etc., and Radharani herself. So, when Krishna saw the Vrajvasis, when he heard that the bullock carts had arrived, Krishna and Balram, they ran out of their opulent tents to greet them. And the display of bhav or the sentiments were amazing due to the separation or the Vipralamba bhav. Krishna had already left Vrindavan, Balram had left Vrindavan at the age of 12 years to go to Mathura. And from Mathura, after killing Kamsa and releasing Devki and Vasudev and grandfather Ugrasen from the jail of Kamsa, after some time, all the Mathuravasis were shifted to Dwarka due to the ongoing aggression of Kamsa's father-in-law Jarasan, who had attacked Mathura 18 times, and he was defeated by Krishna Balram. But due to the love for his devotees, Krishna and Balram were feeling that the Mathuravasis were in anxiety all the time, fearing that another war, Jarasan would attack again. So to put a full stop to that, Krishna ordered that a wonderful city be built in the middle of the ocean, and that was Dwarka. Coming back to Kurukshetra, just to revise a little bit, the Vrajvasis had completely dried up due to the separation. It is said that this Kurukshetra solar eclipse took place about 60 years after Krishna Balram left Vrindavan. 60 years of heavy separation. All the Vrajvasis were emancipated. They were crying. Nanda Baba, Yashoda Mai, it is said that they had almost gone blind due to their crying. And the gopis just barely maintained their bodies. One time when Uddhav, he came to Vrindavan, there's a nice Vrajvasi song that says, Ho chittiya le ja re Uddhav, chittiya le ja re Uddhav. Oh Uddhav, please take our letter to Krishna. Please take our letter to Krishna. O chittiya le ja re Uddhav, जाके कहियो कन्हैया से विरह सहा नहीं जाए, विरह सहा नहीं जाए. वो चिट्ठिया ले जा रे उद्धव, जाके कहियो कन्हैया से विरह सहा नहीं जाए. हो विरह सहा नहीं जाए. चिट्ठिया ले जा रे उद्धव, जाके कहियो कन्हैया से विरह सहा नहीं जाए. कैसी है निगोड़ी मोरी हाथ की रेखा, रूठे जो कन्हैया तो फिर मुड़ के न देखा, रूठे जो कन्हैया तो फिर मुड़ के न देखा. कदम्ब की डाली पे खिलते नहीं फूल, वृंदावन की गलियन में उड़ती नहीं धूल. हो चिट्ठिया ले जा रे उद्धव, जाके कहियो कन्हैया से विरह सहा नहीं जाए. कौन चुराएगा माखन मोर, तेरे बिना लागे काना जीवन को. कौन चुराएगा माखन मोर, तेरे बिना लागे काना जीवन को. फोड़ेगा कौन मोरी जनकी रे मटकी, निकसे तन से जानी क्यों ये जान अटकी. वो चिट्ठिया ले जा रे उद्धव, जाके कहियो कन्हैया से विरह सहा नहीं जाए. उद्धव जाके कहना, हो उद्धव जाके कहना, हम कुछ ना कहेंगे, रूठेंगे कभी ना उससे, रूठने ना देंगे. उद्धव जाके कहना, हो उद्धव जाके कहना, हम कुछ ना कहेंगे, रूठेंगे कभी ना उससे, रूठने ना देंगे. झूठ भी कहेगा हो, झूठ भी कहेगा तो हम सच मान लेंगे, अब ना यशोदा जैसे चुगली करेंगे, अब ना यशोदा जी से चुगली करेंगे। हो चिट्ठियाले जा रे उद्धो, जाके कहियो कन्हैया से, विरह सहा नहीं जाए, विरह सहा नहीं जाए। Krishna, actually, because the Vrajvasis were feeling great separation due to Krishna going to Mathura and then onwards to Dwarka, especially Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba and all the beloved gopis and gopas of Vraj, sometimes they would lose consciousness, appearing as if they were dead. And one may think, oh, they have really died. But Krishna also feels that separation from Vraj and the Vrajvasis, especially from Radhaji, from Radhika. Sometimes he also loses his external consciousness and he remains in that state for many days while he's in Dwarka. We, especially who are Rupanuga Vaishnavas, followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we should therefore understand that bhav and the mood of the Rathyatra festival, which we explained in last week's Katha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, during the Rathyatra, he used to constantly recite one particular verse, a mundane verse from a mundane poetry, which nobody could understand except two persons. Sarup Damodar, who is none other than Lalita Sakhi, Radharani's most intimate Sakhi, and Rupa Goswami, who is Rupa Manjari, one of the Pran Sakhis of Radharani in the Nitya Leela, in the eternal pastimes of Radha Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to say, quote from the Sahitya Darpan, that is very strange for a sannyasi, especially to quote a romantic, mundane literature. If you all remember that essence of the verse, Yo Komara Haro, Sa Eva Hi, Varasta Eva Chaitra Napas, Te Konmilita Malate Saurabhyo, Prahoho Kadam, Sa Chaivasmi Tathapi Tatra, Surata Vyapar Leela Vidho, Reva Radhasi, Reva Rodhasi, Vetase Tarutale, Cheto Samutkuntane, Samut Utkhantane. That very personality who stole my heart, the girl, the young romantic girl in this literature is saying, that young boy who stole my heart during my youth is now present in front of me again as my master. And these are the same moonlit nights in the month of Chaitra, the same fragrance of the Malti flowers, and the same sweet breezes are blowing from the Kadamba forest. In our intimate relationship, I'm the same lover and he's the same lover. Yet still my mind is not happy here. I'm eager to go back to that place on the bank of the Reva river under the Vetasi tree. That is my desire. So Sarup Damodar and Rupa Goswami understood what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was saying when he was looking at Lord Jagannath during the Rathyatra. And Rupa Goswami composed a wonderful verse that was exactly having the same meaning, analogous to the verse that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept quoting from Sahitya Darpan. Rupa Goswami composed this wonderful verse that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just was amazed. How is it that Rupa understood my heart? How could he not? Because Rupa Goswami was the Manjari of Sri Radha. Not only that, Rupa Goswami got personal instruction from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for over 10 days. And he is the one who instructed Rupa Goswami to compose wonderful, rasic, and philosophical scriptures for the benefit of mankind. So Rupa Goswami composes a parallel verse. Priyoso Krishna Sahachari Kuru Kshetra Militas. Now I'm seeing you, O Krishna. In Kurukshetra, Radharani is feeling like this when she sees Dwarkadish Krishna. I'm seeing you, O Krishna, in Kurukshetra. Tathosa Radha Tad Idam Ubayo Sangama Sukham. Tathapi Antau Khelana Madhura Murale Panchamaju se Manome Kalindi Pulina Vipina Sprayati. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami mentions this verse in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. In the Antya Leela, especially when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in the Gambhira, in the bhav of Sri Radha reaching its zenith. I had mentioned earlier, these are very important truths. This will give us a completely different dimension when we visit Nilachal Dham, when we visit Jagannath Puri, when we take darshan of Lord Jagannath, when we are taking darshan or taking part in the Rathyatra. Due to the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a new facet of this wonderful diamond of the Rathyatra has now become visible. Jagannath Puri Dham is known as the Vyogini Radha Dham. Vyogini means one who is in separation, who is feeling the Vipralambha, the deep separation from Krishna. And Krishna, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chose to spend his last 12 years after he had done all that external preaching of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and the Sankirtan, he traveled all over India by Padayatra. He went to South India, West, came back. He went to Vrindavan, but then ultimately he came back to Puri and settled there for the last 12 years to be left completely in his own internal bhajan in the Gambhira, along with two very intimate associates, Sarup Damodarji and Rai Ramananji. And of course, devotees would visit from Bengal, from Navadvip, from Vrindavan, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. They all used to visit Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially during the Rathyatra festival. Devotees would visit Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on a regular basis because they all had so much love for Mahaprabhu and they understood who he is. He is Krishna in the bhav of Sri Radha. So for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Jagannath Puri Dham is very special. For us, it is not Vaikuntha or Dwarka. Although the main temple, Mandir, is the representation of Dwarka. But for us, we see through the lens of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Or at least we should be. learning and trying to understand that dimension. Krishna's in separation in 12 years, day and night, crying in the Gambhira. Krishna crying for Krishna. But it is Krishna in the bhav of Srimati Radharani crying for Krishna. In a small 8 by 8 room, used to cry day and night in the Vipralamba bhav. Tears of ecstasy would flow. It was impossible. He could not even Nayanam Galada Shrudharaya, Vadanam Gad Gad Rudayagira, Pulakir Nichitam Bapu Kada, Tava Nama Grihaneshu Bhavishyati. The shloka is from the Chaitanya Sistastakam that actually emanated from Mahaprabhu's lotus lips in the Gambhira. The 8 shlokas of Chaitanya Sistastakam. Nayalam Galada Shrudharaya. Streams and streams of rivers of tears would flow in separation of Krishna. Mahaprabhu would cry like that. Vadanam Gada Gada Rudayagira. His speech would be, he couldn't talk. He would falter. Even when he was in the temple taking darshan of Lord Jagannath, he couldn't say Jagannath. Jag, 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 jag. When he chanted the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Vadanam Gad Gad Rudayagira, Pulakir Nichitam Vapu. The hairs on his body would stand on an end in ecstasy. And out of separation, his heart was burning. He would rub his cheeks on the wall of the Gambhira, and blood would ooze all over his cheeks. And when he would chant the Mahamantra in separation, where is my Krishna? Where is my Krishna? Where is my Krishna? It is Radha trying to find Krishna. That is Puri Dham, Nilachal Dham, Vipralamba Dham, Viyogini Radha Dham, Nilachal. Swarup Damodar and Rai Ramananji used to lock him in the Gambhira. Because at night, sometimes, if by mistake they left the door open, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would run out of the Gambhira. On an occasion, he ran into the sea, on the ocean, not too far from the Gambhira, thinking it is the Jamuna. And somehow or the other, one fisherman caught hold of his body in the ocean that was glowing, and he was thinking, what kind of a fish have I caught today? Something very huge, golden. And then he sees that this is a human being, and he runs away thinking that it is a ghost, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so effulgent on the beach of Puri beach. And then suddenly they wake up in the middle of the night, Swarup Damodar, Rai Ramanan, they see Mahaprabhu is gone, and they're going all over Puri looking for him. And they saw one fisherman scared. And then the fisherman pointed something at the beach. He could not even speak, and they saw Mahaprabhu. And they started chanting the holy names and revived Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who had kind of semi-drowned or fainted in ecstasy. How many of us even can think or conceive of having so much love for Krishna? That is Krishna Prem, which our acharyas are able to give us if we simply have the inclination and desire within our hearts. It is very easy. All the faiths in this whole world, including all the Hindus, Bhagavan said, Daro, fear God. But our Srila Prabhupada used to say, why fear God? Why can't we love God? In all the faiths, God is their order supplier. The Christians pray on the table when they are taking their dinner or lunch. O Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Give us our daily bread. That's all right. It is a small form of bhakti. But that is most of the case. That's why most people go to the temple, thinking that God is our order supplier. We put $21 in the hundi and we expect so much. Give me a better job. I'm having a $100,000 job. Opening is coming up for a $150,000 job annually. Oh Krishna, I hope I get that. Oh Krishna, we go with a long list of material things, but how many of us go because Krishna, I don't know how to love you, but can you invoke that love in my heart? Can you send me those devotees in my life who has felt your love and who has love for you? Krishna se tomar Krishna dite par tomar shakti ache ami to kangal Krishna Krishna boli dhai tawa pache pache dayal Vaishnav Thakur. Ohe Vaishnav Thakur doyara Shagor ei dashe karuna kori diya pad chaya shodho e amay tomar charan dhori. Oh dear Vaishnav Acharya, who is full of Krishna prem, I take shelter at your lotus feet. Tumhara charana dhari. And Krishna said Tomar. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written this wonderful poem, who is none other than Kamla Manjari, one of Radharani's servants in Golok, Rupa Goswami's Sevika. He came as Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and he actually stayed in Jagannath Puri. He was posted as one of the district magistrates. I think I'd mentioned that. Prabhupada's Gurudev was born in Jagannath Puri. And he was named Bimla Prasad because Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to go and take darshan, and he wanted a nice son who could help him preach Krishna consciousness from the Gaudiya Vaishnava perspective. And he prayed to Bimla Devi, Bimla Ma. And when that son appeared, when he was born in Puri, Thakur Bhakti Vinod named him Bimla Prasad, the mercy of Bimla Ma, the consort of Lord Jagannath. So it is not by chance. Krishna said, Tomar, Krishna is yours. He is completely controlled by you, the devotee, the gopis, the manjaris. Krishna said, Tomar, Krishna dite par. Only you can give Krishna prem. Otherwise, how many years and years we have been hearing about, right from our childhood, about Jagannath Rathyatra and Jagannath Puri. Even today, thousands and millions of devotees are going. But how many are given that vision of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? We certainly thank our stars. Maybe some Sukruti was there in our lifetime, last lifetime, that somehow or the other we are discussing these high subject matters and secrets of Lord Jagannath. And it is not out of ordinary that this is also happening. This is pure mercy flowing. Why should Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Radharani tell her heart to every Tom, Dick and Harry? No. She is sharing her feelings with the best of the best. And we are fortunate to be the followers, at least admitted in that school. So that someday, right now we have to gather information, knowledge. Then understanding will come, and then there will be realization or anubhuti. So Rupa Goswami, understanding the heart, is saying, he composed this wonderful Sanskrit verse. Now I have met my very old dear friend Krishna. Krishna left when he was 12 years. Now Krishna is probably add another 60 years, 72 years. Krishna lived here. He performed his Leela for 125 years. total on this earthly planet. And out of that, only 12 years in Vraj. And can you imagine the prem of Vrajvasis? So, Rupa Goswami composed this parallel verse. I've met my very old dear friend Krishna on this place of Kurukshetra. Right now I'm seeing him. I'm the same Radha. And now we are meeting together. It is nice. It is very pleasant. But still, I would like to go back to the bank of the Jamuna, beneath the trees of the forest in Vrindavan. And I wish to hear the fifth note, the Pancham Juse of your sweet flute, O Krishna, in that forest of Vrindavan. Because Krishna as Dwarkadish doesn't have a flute. He doesn't have a peacock feather. And he's not dressed as a cowherd boy, as a gwal. He's dressed as a royal king, royal prince. Nahi, nahi, tu moro kana. You're not my kana. My kana is in Vrindavan. So, like this, I wish that you come to Vrindavan and enjoy those pastimes with me on the banks of the Jamuna, in the Govardhan Kandharas, and Radhakund, Kadamakeri, etc. If you do so, Krishna, my ambition will be fulfilled. Srimati Radhakarani is saying that. I am the same, oh my beloved Krishna. And we are meeting here after a long, long time, but I'm not happy here. I want to be in Vrindavan with you, under the shade, under the fragrance of the Kadamba trees, where the Jamuna is flowing. We are meeting again in Kurukshetra, but I'm not satisfied. I want you to come back. Come back to Vrindavan. My heart is Vrindavan. I want you to meet me there again. And Srila Rupa Goswami made the meaning of this verse crystal clear, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept chanting. When the gopis used to get unconscious because of being absorbed in the deep separation and the feelings for Krishna, he became unconscious also in Dwarka due to the separation that he felt from the Vrajvasis. And this had become a big problem. Naradji, Uddhav, Baldev, Prabhu, and all others, they started discussing amongst themselves how to bring Krishna back to consciousness. This is we are talking about this is another history in when Krishna and all these happenings are happening when Krishna is unconscious in Dwarka. So they all have a conversation, a consultation with each other. So then Naradji first suggested that, okay, you know what? You should play on his flute and start glorifying Vraj. Start glorifying Mother Yashoda. Start glorifying Nanda Baba, the Sakhas, the Gopis, Radharani, all the Vrajvasis. So that's the suggestion that came up in the meeting. So Naradji said, do you know what will happen? When Krishna awakens, he will go to Vrindavan at once. He will leave Dwarka. And no one will be able to stop him. He will stay there with the gopis and he will never return. You should consider this before going this route. So like this, they were all in a dilemma. Confused what to do. They thought again and again and decided, you know what we should do? We should send Uddhav to go to Vraj, to tell Mother Yashoda, to tell Nanda Baba and the gopis and the gopas that Krishna is coming. He will tell them. So they will also feel very pacified due to their burning separation. And due to their state of body remaining almost unconscious, maybe they will become livened by hearing that news. When they hear that Krishna is coming, they will return to their consciousness and make arrangements to welcome Krishna. And then Uddhav, because he is going there, and then if Krishna goes, that Uddhav is capable probably of bringing Krishna back with him to Dwarka. So that's how we should trick. Then we will not have any problems. Uddhav had gone previously to Vrindavan, and that song that I just sang, where the gopis, when Uddhav was a disciple of Brihaspati, the Brahmin Acharya of all the Devi Devatas, an expert in Vedas, very learned. And he was a very dear friend of Krishna. As a matter of fact, Uddhav and Krishna look so similar in their bodily features also. And when the first time Krishna actually sent him, there was a couple of reasons why Krishna sent him. Krishna mainly sent him because he knew that all the gopis were, and the gopas of Brajvasis were burning in separation, so Uddhav will give them some solace, some peace by bringing my news to them. That was one main reason, and the second main reason is also because he was also, Krishna himself was also burning in separation. And he wanted Uddhav to understand, who was an expert in Vedas, and he knew so much about the entire ecclesiastical, the knowledge was, he was an ocean of knowledge, but just by dry knowledge one doesn't get prem. So Krishna, as they say, dhai akshar prem ka, just to teach him the 2.5 lettered word prem to Uddhav, what is real prem, he had sent him to Vrindavan. The gopis of Vraj, they were not educated in the Vedas, nor were they eloquent in speaking the flowery verses of Vedas. So sometimes when a very educated person goes to simple people, the tendency is that, oh, now I will teach them, I will preach to them. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's simplicity and humility was so great that the great Sarvabhaut Acharya in Jagannath Puri said, you are initiated in our Bharati Sampradaya. You are a sannyasi. Have you learned the Vedas and the Vedanta? You are simply dancing in the temple in front of Lord Jagannath and just chanting like a madman. We are the followers of Sri Shankaracharya Pad, the great Shankaracharya. Have you learned the Vedas, the Vedantas? Come sit next to me, I will teach you. So that pride is there in scholarship. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu follows the orders of Sarvabhaut Acharya. And 7 days he is simply listening like a nice young student. All the different explanations and the Vedanta Sutra and the important topics that Sarva Bhattacharya was teaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And at the end of the 7th day, Sarva Bhattacharya is asking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Are Baba, I've been speaking this Katha, Shastra, Vedanta Sutra for 7 days. Whether you have understood or not understood, how will I understand? You're not even asking me any questions or not making any comments. Tumi bujobe na bujibo, ami ki bujibo. So sometimes where there is simple people, they are not so much inclined towards the flowery language of the Vedas. That only brings further confusion. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hrideshu vilakoyanti yam shyam sundaram achintya gunata swarupam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Pantastu koti satvar sat sampragamyo vayo rathapi manasop muni pungavana so api asti at prapada achintya swarupam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Just by drilling the respiration, by sitting in yogic positions, and also by studying the flowery language of the Vedas, one can never understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, Vrajendranandan Krishna. Perhaps one will get a glimpse of one of his incarnations, but never in his original form. They will never understand unless and until their eyes are anointed with love. So Uddhav goes thinking that he is going to tell the gopis, oh, don't feel so much separation. We are not this body. We are spirit souls. And one should not lament, like Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Dehi no asmin yatha dehe, kaumaram yauvanam jara, tatha dehantara praptihi, dhirastatra na muhyati. The body changes from youth, from childhood to youth, from youth to old age, and then ultimately it dies. So one who is a dhira, one who is sober, does not lament over anything that is living or dead. So Uddhav was thinking, I'm going to, through my scholarship, I'm going to give solace to the gopis by telling them about philosophy. But when Uddhav went there and when he saw the love of the Vrajvasis, he himself could not understand how can there be this kind of love in this creation, something unheard of, something not ever seen. And Krishna made a very special kripa on him by sending him to Vrindavan to taste that love. And that is why Uddhav, when he went, he decided after that, after I leave, my desire is that I would like to be born as a blade of grass in Vrindavan or a creeper. Why? Because the dust of the Vrajvasis, even the dust of the cows, I will hold on my head as a grass or blade of grass or as a creeper, as a lata. And perhaps in some life I will be purified to get that Vraj Prem. Even today in Kusum Sarovar, in Govardhan, Uddhav's place is there. In Uddhav Kund, not too far from Radha Kund, there is a small lake, and there Uddhavji is eternally present in the form of a creeper as per his desire. So the gopis tell Vrinda, when he goes to, because we are talking about separation, it is a very important thing. This whole Jagannath form, this whole Rathyatra is all about Vipralamba Bhav. It's all about separation, feeling deep separation from Krishna. The gopis say, when Uddhav is ready to return back to Dwarka, he could not speak any philosophy in front of the gopis. Full stop. In fact, he learned something that he had never known through the philosophies of the Vedas when he went back to. And when he's on his way back, the gopis are saying, this is a nice song in the Vraj Bhav. Oh chitti aale jare Uddho. Oh Uddho, please take our letter to Krishna. Jaake kahiyo Kanhaiya se virah saha nahi jaye. Please go tell Kanhaiya, please tell Krishna, now we cannot bear the separation. Kaisi hai nigodi mori haathon ki rekha. The gopis are saying, oh, what kind of lines I have on my palm. So unfortunate we are. Cursing the lines on the palm. Because astrology is based on that this is the lifeline, this is the wealth line, this is this line, that kind of predicts the person's future. So the gopis are saying, Kaisi nigodi mori haath ki rekha. रूठे जो कन्हैया तो फिर से मुड़ के ना देखा. That this Kanhaiya, Krishna, he got so upset at us that he left us Rajvasis, that he didn't even turn back and look at us. Kadam ki dali par nahi khilte phool. No more on the wonderful fragrant flowers that the Kadam trees used to blossom. They're not blossoming anymore once Krishna left Vrindavan. Vrindavan ki gali mein udti nahi dhool. Wow, what a beautiful composition this is. The dust in Vrindavan is not flying. Why is it not flying? Because Krishna is not here. The cows do not go for cow herding. These are all wonderful bhavas. Even today, we have like the Ashta Kaliya Leela. The advanced devotees are meditating on the different times of the day. And they are simply meditating what Krishna is doing now, what the gopis are doing now. So there is one time of the day known as Gwal. It is called Gwal Darshan, when Krishna is taking the cows for herding. And when they come back, they are in a rush to come back. And the cows are making so much dust that you can hardly see anybody. And Krishna and Balram are covered fully with the dust of Vrindavan. Krishna and Balram, they adore the dust of Vrindavan because it is adorned by the dust of his devotees when they are walking. They themselves honor the dust of Vrindavan because Vrindavan dust is full of prem. It is permeated with prem that he cannot find in Vaikuntha, that he cannot find in any of the planetary systems. Not in Dwarka, not in Mathura, not in any of the Narayan Lokas or Vishnu Lokas. At Gwal Darshan, there are so many pads or so many poetries that personalities and disciples of Sri Vallabhacharya, known as the Ashtachap Sakhas, Surdas being one of them, have written just on this Gwal, just on this particular time of the day when Krishna is returning back with the cows and cow herds after grazing and the dust in Vrindavan. And all the gopis are gathered on the rooftop to see their brave hero come back after grazing the cows. Yashoda Baba, Nandamai, they are waiting. Oh, I see the dust flying. Krishna Balram, they are coming back. Mother Yashoda says, quickly prepare. He must be hungry. Both my boys must be hungry. वृंदावन की गलियों में उड़ती नहीं धूल. ओ चिट्ठी आले जा रे उद्धव. Oh Uddhav, please take this letter of ours to Krishna. Jaake kahiyo Kanhaiya se. Go tell Kanhaiya. Go tell Krishna. Viraha saha nahi jaye. No more we are able to bear this separation. कौन चुराएगा Makhan more. Who is now? There's nobody to come into my house and steal the butter. Makhan. Every day the gopis are thinking, when is he coming? When is he coming? When are the cowherd boys coming along with Krishna? Kaun churayega makhan more? Who is going to steal my makhan? Tere bina lage kana jeevan kor. Without you, O Krishna, our whole lives are empty. Fodega kaun mori jan ki matki. The gopis are lamenting now. Who is going to break the water pots or the milk pots or the yogurt pots that we used to carry? All the wonderful pastimes in Barsana, Khor Sakri. Krishna used to stop along with his cowherd boys. When the gopis used to go with all the yogurt and the makhan and the doodh, stop. You can't go anymore. You have to give me tax. I'm Nanda Baba's son. And the gopis used to push them away. Are ja hat, natkhat. You're not getting anything from us. And like that, there would be a fight ensuing, and then the cowherd boys would take some rocks and break the matkis, and the gopis internally would be laughing, but externally they would be showing that anger. Who is going to do that? Every day some naughtiness, Krishna, that sweet naughtiness he used to perform. Where is he now? Ho chitti aale jare uddho, jaake kahiyo kanaiya se, virah saha nahi jaye. उद्धव जाके कहना, oh उद्धव, please go and tell. हम कुछ ना कहेंगे. Please ask him to come back. This time when he comes back, we won't tell him, we won't complain. You want to break our pots? Break. You want this? Take it. We won't say anything. रूठेंगे कभी ना उससे, रूठने देंगे. We will never be upset at him, or nor we will make him upset. झूठ भी कहेगा तो हम सच मान लेंगे. Krishna used to constantly tell lies just to enhance the sweetness, to make things humorous. So here the gopis are saying, even if he says lies, we will say, yes, Krishna, you're so right. The gopis never agreed with Krishna. That was the beauty. This is some very advanced topics here. That is called there are two bhavs in Vraj, two types of sections in Vraj of the gopis. One is the Bamya bhav and one is the Dakshin bhav. The Bamya bhav gopis are, the difference between them and the Dakshin bhav gopis is, the Bamya bhav gopis, they are fully controlling Krishna. Krishna, you are mine. But the Dakshin bhav gopis are, we are yours. So that's the same bhav that they have in Dwarka. Dakshin bhav. So even if Krishna did something right, the gopis would say, no, you're wrong. Just to have fun. That much control and that much love they had for him. Krishna really loved that. So झूठ भी कहेगा, सच मान लेंगे, अब ना जशोदा से चुगली करेंगे. And we will not go and complain to Yashoda. Oh, Krishna did this, your Lala did this, your long list. Every day Yashoda Ma used to listen with all complaints about Krishna. But those complaints were not complaints. Those were the most auspicious words that would go into Mother Yashoda's ears and in Krishna's ears. More than the eulogy and the eulogization of the choice verses, Uttam Shlokas of the Vedas. There's a nice verse in the Bhagavad Gita that says, my devotees always describe my glories. Mad chitta mad prana gataha parasparam bodhayanti. And all they do is they always talk about my pastimes amongst themselves. So what Mother Yashoda missed while she was sitting in her home, and what Krishna did with the gopis in their houses or maybe in along the banks of the Jamuna. All that naughty sweetness Mother Yashoda did not get to see. And in the form of complaints, they go and they tell Mother Yashoda, Tava Kathamritam. Last time we talked about King Prataprudra and how he was requested that if you want to take the darshan of Mahaprabhu, you sing this song of the Gopi Geet. Tava Kathamrit. Whatever Krishna does is sweet. Adaram Maduram Vadanam Maduram Maduradi Pater Akilam Maduram. Haranam Maduram Taranam Maduram. Even when he is kidnapping Haranam, he kidnapped Rukmini. But that Haranam was also Maduram. Maduradi Pater Akilam Maduram. Everything that Krishna does is the embodiment of sweetness. Madhuradi Pate. This is a very nice song that was composed by Sri Vallabhacharya in Gokul. Madhurashtakam. Some of you may know it. Madhuradi Pate Akhilam Madhuram. Venur Madhuro, Gavo Madhuro, Panir Madhuro. So everything about Krishna is sweet. So nobody in Vrindavan would be left out, whether it is in the form of complaints, and mostly it is in the form of complaints. Mostly it is in the form of sarcasm. How could Uddhav understand all that by studying the Vedas? This is the bhav of Raj. And that's the same bhav. So Uddhav said, Krishna says, okay, that's a good idea. I'm sorry, Balram says, it's a good idea that Uddhav already been to Vrindavan once. Send him again. So then Uddhav said, listen to me. If I go to Vrindavan and say that Krishna is coming, they will not believe me. Because I already bluffed that before. When first time I went there, when Krishna sent me, Krishna told me to tell them that I am coming soon. So that way it will bring some life back into their dead bodies. So Uddhav said, no, Baba, no, I'm not lying again. Because if I go to Vrindavan and again, if Krishna is coming, that they will not believe me because I have bluffed them before. I told them, I'm going and very soon I will bring Krishna here the last time. I will definitely bring him. But that did not happen. After that, I requested Krishna many times, Uddhav says. But he gave all kinds of excuses. So what could I do? It's useless for me to go there because they will not believe me. They will say, oh, the liar has come. The cheater has come. They will call me. Uddhav is saying that the friend of the cheater is also a cheater. The friend of the liar is also a liar. Especially Mother Yashoda will say this. And I don't think I can take that pain. The Narad Muni said, okay, why don't we do this? Take Baldev Prabhu with you from Dwarka. He can pacify the gopis and the gopas. But then Baldev Prabhu also said in the same way, I told Krishna many times to go there. But he always answered, yes, yes, one day I will go. I will go. He kept making excuses, but he never went. Finally, Baldev Prabhu went alone and pacified them by saying, I promise that I will go to Dwarka and bring Krishna. I don't know why Krishna is so cruel. He never wants to go there to Vrindavan. He used to be so soft-hearted. But now his heart has turned into stone. What can I say? If I go, the Vrajvasis will also say the same thing about me. Oh, this cheater, this liar has come. There is no use in my going. They will not believe me either. Even if I go, Baldev Prabhu says, they cannot be consoled without Krishna's direct presence. Krishna should go himself. So Baldev Prabhu says, no, not Uddhav, not me. Krishna should go himself. So while they were discussing all this between Narad Muni, Balram ji, Uddhav ji, Krishna's younger sister Subhadra Devi, she came in and she heard everything. And she says, don't worry, she said, I will go. Subhadra Devi said, I will go to Vrindavan and take darshan of Mother Yashoda. First I will sit on her lap and then I will caress her and tell her, Mother, oh Maiya, Krishna is coming. He was traveling with me, but on the way many kings surrounded him to take his darshan. And they started talking to him, etc. That is why he's delayed, praying to him and offering him many presentations. That is why, Maiya, I have arrived here first. Krishna will be a bit late, but he is coming. It may be some hours or 1 or 2 more days, but he's definitely coming, Maiya. I will go door to door on the houses of the gopis and the gopas, and I will console them and tell them that Krishna is coming. He's on his way. Please be happy now. Don't feel separation. Krishna is coming. And then they will become very happy. And I will tell them, you should all be ready now to welcome Krishna. So like that, Mother Subhadra, Devi Subhadra is making all these wonderful statements. And then later on, I will play a trick, she's saying, and tell my brother, Krishna, you are sitting here while your mother Devaki and your father Vasudev and all your queens are living there in Dwarka. I will bring him back to Dwarka by some trick. So when Krishna comes to Vrindavan, now when the time comes to take him back to Dwarka, I will trick him. That everybody is waiting for you back in Dwarka. Somehow or the other, I will bring him back to Dwarka by some trick, Subhadra Devi says. So don't worry. Let me first bring a good chariot. And after that, Naradji should sing the glories of Braj, accompanied by his veena. So right now, Krishna, just to again kind of recap, Krishna is already in Dwarka. He is one of the times when he has fainted. And this discussion is happening between Uddhavji, Naradji, Baldev Prabhu and Subhadra Devi. And now the plan is set. So before waking Krishna up, Subhadra Devi is saying, bring a very nice chariot. Keep it ready. And Naradji, when the chariot arrives, at that time you start playing your veena and sing the glories of Raj. So then my brother Krishna will come back to his real senses. Right now he's unconscious. And then the scene will be set. As soon as he wakes up, he will be seated on the chariot and taken to Vrindavan. So a chariot was brought and Subhadra Devi was ready to go. And then Baldevji said, if my brother and sister are going, I must also go to Vrindavan. I want to meet my mother and father, Yashoda Maiya and Nanda Baba too. And I want to meet all my gop friends, all my coward boy friends and the gopis. I cannot remain here. If you two are going, why should I remain? Why should I be left out? And then Subhadra Devi said, yes, Bhaiya. We can all go together. Baldev, Bhaiya, you should go first and I will follow you. And so another chariot was brought and Baldev's Rath was placed in front of Subhadra's. And that's the order that we see in the Rathyatra. Also, first is the Taldhwaj, the Rath known as the Twaldhwaj of Baldev Prabhu. Then Dev Dalan, the chariot known as the Devdalan of Subhadra Devi. And the last one that comes out for the Rathyatra festival is Nandi Ghosh, the Rath of the chariot of Lord Jagannath. So as they were about to leave, Baldev Prabhu told Daruka, the charioteer of Krishna's Rath, the Nandi Ghosh. So Nandi Ghosh is the name of Krishna's Rath, and Daruka is the charioteer, that is his name. We had even explained on the very first session the meaning of Nandi Ghosh. Nandi means the female aspect of love, and Ghosh means the home. So the female aspect of the supreme love is the gopis, and their home is Vrindavan. So bringing Krishna on that chariot named Nandi Ghosh represents the gopis of Vrindavan taking Krishna home, which we even explained in the last session, that when Krishna and Balram and Subhadra Devi, they were all ready after taking a bath in the Kurukshetra and the Ramrud Kund. Everybody is now going back to their homes from wherever they came back. The horses were being brought from the fields to be attached to the chariots by the charioteers. But the gopis who had come from Vrindavan says, Krishna, Balram and Subhadra Devi were already seated on their chariots just waiting for the horses, but they did not let the charioteers attach the horses to the chariots. And the ropes that were there, they took those ropes and started pulling Krishna and says, come on now, come back to Vrindavan. That is the significance. We explained that in detail in our last session. Why do we pull the ropes? Previously, prior to, in the old days, the elephants and the horses from the king's stable in Puri, the Gajapati Rajas, they used to pull the Rath. The Rath was not pulled by devotees in the ancient times, but took a wonderful dimension after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially because of the bhav of the gopis that was displayed in Kurukshetra. That same bhav, come on now, come back, come to Vrindavan. So then Narad Muni, coming back to today's Katha, while Krishna is still unconscious, the chariots are ready outside the palace. Now comes for the time for Narad Muni to start playing on his veena and start glorifying Braj. And he began to sing beautifully. Anytime we sing the songs of Braj, glorifying Braj, it actually transports you there. Jaya Radhe, Jayo Krishna, Jayo Vrindavan, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohan, Shama Kunda, Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhan, Kalindi Jamuna, Jayo, Jayo Mahavan, Keshi Ghat, Vamshi Vata, Dwadasha Kanana, Jaha Saba Leela Koilo, Shri Nanda Nanda, Shri Nanda Yashoda Jaya, Jaya Gopagan, Shri Damadi Jaya, Jaya Dhenuvatsagan, Jayo Radhe, Jayo Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Vrishabhanu, Jaya Kirtida Sundari, Jaya Purnamasi, Jaya Abhiranagari, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Jaya Gopeshwara, Vrindavanama, Jaya Jaya Krishna Sakha Dvatu Dvijara, Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Ram Ghat Jaya Rohini Nandana, Jaya Jaya Vrinda Vana Vasi Jata Gana, Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Dvijapatni Jaya Nagakanya Gana, Bhakti te Jahara Pailo Govinda Chara, Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Jaya Ras Mandala Jaya, Jaya Radhesha, Jaya Jaya Rasa Leela Sarva Manora, Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan. This is Vrindavan. Jaya Jaya Ujjvala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sar Par Kiya Bhave Jaha Vrajeta Prachar. Shri Vrindavan Dham, Shri Janava Pada Padma Koriya Smaran, Dina Krishna Dase Koe Nama Sankirtan, Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna, Jayo Vrindavan, Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan, Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna. Naradji sweetly glorifies Braj, and that entered Krishna's ears. He regained his consciousness and thought, is it morning? Am I in Braj? Where is my sweet flute, my Vamshi? He asked, where? Oh, I know what happened to my flute. The gopis are very tricky. They have stolen it. I will give them a good lesson. And then he stood in his threefold bent form. Shyamam Tribhanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, as he had previously done in Vrindavan. And he appeared in a way that no one in Dwarka had ever seen before. And he began searching. Oh Lalita, hey Lalite, hey Vishakhe, hey Radhe, where are you? I know Radhika has stolen my flute. I will take the help of Vishakha and try to find it. He acted as though he was searching them to see where they had kept the flute. So much was Krishna engrossed in Vraj Bhav. Krishna asked Uddhav, Uddhav, why are you in Vrindavan? Aren't you supposed to be in Dwarka? And then he asked Narad, and he saw Narad and he asked Narad, oh, you are also in Vrindavan? This is what Prem does to a person. From where have you come? So Naradji replied, oh my Lord, you are not in Vrindavan, you are in Dwarka. This is not the Jamuna. This is the ocean that you are seeing. Please remember where you are. And Krishna was so absorbed in the love of Vraj Prem that he forgot Naradji and Uddhavji and everyone else. And he was ready to run away to Vrindavan to quickly meet the gopis and gopas. Uddhav, understanding that Krishna is going to run any moment, Uddhav said, Prabhu, your chariot is ready because we know you would like to do this. You can mount your chariot and go to Vrindavan immediately. Krishna wanted to ascend his chariot, but he was so mad in Radha Prem that he could not walk alone. This is amazing. Just see how beautiful this particular pastime is. Krishna being mad in love of Sri Radha, he could not even support himself from the palace to the chariot. And he needed the support of people. Many people began to assist him as he walked on, holding him and helping him from the front to the back and on both sides. And guess what is that? In the Rathyatra festival, the Pahandi, when all the Pandas and the Brahmins, they're bringing Jagannath out, when they're and Balbhadra and Subhadra outside the temple, they're already absorbed in the thoughts of Vrindavan, as if an intoxicated person cannot walk straight, cannot keep up. Have you all seen the Pahandi? Of course, the Orissa Vasis and the Nilachal Vasis may have definitely seen it time and again. But I'm talking to the rest of the devotees. Next time when you are not able to see it in person, see it on TV. They telecast it live. They're shaking Lord Jagannath. Lord Jagannath is shaking back and front, sideways, as if somebody was so intoxicated in prema, in the liquor of prem. That's the beautiful side of Pahandi. From Dwarka, they're taking him preparing him from the Dwarka temple or the palace to be seated on the rath, on the chariot. But that itself is taking a lot of time due to the intoxicated state of prema of Vraj. He was like a mad person, crazy, lost in Radha's love and affection. Somehow he was taken to the chariot and raised upon it. And Daruka, the charioteer, at once drove off with great speed towards Vrindavan. Balram and Subhadra were ahead already, and Krishna followed them. In the meantime, in Vrindavan, Sri Radhika was in the last stage of her life, feeling unbearable that separation from Krishna. She was just about to die, not breathing in or out. And all the Vrajvasis were worried, thinking she's going to leave her body What shall we do? Everyone had lost hope that she would remain alive, and they were totally grief-stricken. They all thought, we cannot save her. She will certainly die. Lalita and Vishakha were trying hard to revive her, but there were no signs of revival due to the acute pangs of separation. While all this was going on, all the other Sakhis also assembled there, and they were also extremely upset. Even Chandravali, who is from the opposite camp of Radharani, from the Dakshin, she's a Dakshin Gopi, she also came to show her sympathy. Somehow, Radhika said in a very low voice, if I die, my dead body should be placed around the tamal tree. Just see the bhav of Radharani. The tamal tree, every time the gopis see a tamal tree, it is the complexion of the Krishna. So she feels that as if she's going to hug Krishna and leave her body. Or after she's left her body should be placed around the tamal tree. Let the air of my body be mixed with the air of Nandagaon, where Krishna takes his breaths. Let the fire of my body mix with the sun rays at Nanda Baba's house, so that it will shine there and I will touch Krishna. May the earth of my body mix with the courtyard of Nanda Bhavan, so that Krishna can walk on me and I can touch him. So the body is made of the Panch Mahabhut, earth, water, air, fire, ether. That's what Radharani is saying, that every part of my body, this is my wish, how it should be utilized after I leave my body. And she lamented in this way. She again became unconscious. In the meantime, 3 chariots arrived in Vrindavan. Subhadra and Baldev's first, and Krishna's was following. As soon as Krishna reached there, he heard, Radhika is dying, and she will not remain alive for even one more moment. He ran very quickly to the spot where she was about to give up her body. And when she saw her, or when he saw her, he began to cry bitterly. Becoming more and more absorbed in Radha Prem, his hands began melting. The lower part of his body also melted. Then his face as well. His eyes grew round and large. Just then Baldev Prabhu and Subhadra Devi arrived, and when they saw that scene, even their situation, they could not control themselves, and they also became like Krishna. In the meantime, Lalita, Sakhi, spoke repeatedly in the ear of Radhika, Radhe, Radhe, oh Radhe, Krishna has come. Krishna has come to meet you. Dear, don't die. Vishakha said in the other ear, Radhe, Krishna has come. Krishna has come to meet you. Gradually, Radharani regained her external she regained her external consciousness. And she opened her eyes and thought, oh, beautiful Krishna has come. She became further absorbed in the ecstasy of love and affection. Seeing her, Krishna's love also increased, and he lost his external consciousness. In that same state, he began rolling on the earth in the Vraj dust. Radhika told Vishakha, Radha told her Sakhi, please help Krishna, otherwise he may die. You know the mantra to revive him, don't you? Vishakha, you know the mantra. Say it in his ear. Radha, Radha, Radha. And when Krishna heard the sweet injection of the powerful mantra from the lips of Vishakha, Radha, Radha, Radha. Same thing, Rai Ramananji in the Gambhira, who is Vishakha Sakhi, used to do the same when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to swoon and pass away, used to become unconscious. These mantras were recited. Krishna opened his eyes and he became so happy again. Gradually he revived and they met together and everybody became happy. Naradji also arrived there and he requested Krishna, Prabhu, please manifest these three forms that you revealed when you are absorbed and melted. And that way, everyone will see and realize these truths about you. Please manifest these forms somewhere in this world. And Krishna replied, Tathastu, Tata astu evam bhavatu. Certainly, so be it. I will always remain in this shape in Nilachal, which will be like Dwarka, and everyone will be able to come and see me there. Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukritano Smritya Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyujya Tishtam Vrajetad Anuragi Jara Anugami Kalam Naed Akhilam Iti Upadesh Saram. The essence of all advices that one should utilize one's full time, 24 hours a day, in nicely chanting and remembering the Lord's divine name, transcendental form, qualities, and eternal pastimes such as these, thereby gradually engaging one's tongue and mind. In this way, one should reside in Vraj, in Golok Vrindavan, and serve Krishna under the guidance of the devotees. This is Rupa Goswami's advice. Tannam Rupa Charitadi. One should follow in the footsteps of the Lord's beloved devotees, the Vrajvasis, who are deeply attached to his devotional service. So this was the other reason why Lord Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra Ji's form is like this, which he had promised to Indrajumna Raja. It's not a mistake. Purposely I left my forms unfinished just the way they are. Do not lament. There's a deep reason for this. This is Rathyatra. This is our Lord Jagannath, the Krishna of Vrindavan in Vrajbhav. When we next time are taking darshan of Sudarshan Ji, Balbhadra Ji, Subhadra Devi and Lord Jagannath, what we should see is how crazy is my Lord for the prem of Vrindavan. And that is the reason this is how they look. They have been stupefied. They have melted. Their eyes are wide open. Their mouths are wide open. All due to Vraj Prem. Anybody who takes darshan with that consciousness will certainly get Vraj Prem. Anybody who pulls that Rath of Lord Jagannath with that consciousness, come back to Vrindavan, my dear Lord. Come back. We are all eagerly waiting to take you home. And that is the highest service in the Rathyatra, perhaps the highest service in Krishna consciousness for all devotees. Giving the Lord what he wants. Somebody asked Naradji, What is Uttam Bhakti? Can you describe it in a nutshell? So Naradji says in the Bhakti Narad Sutra, in the Narad Bhakti Sutra, Anya Bilashita Shunya, Jnana Karma Navritam, Anukulina Krishna Anushilanam, Tad Bhakti Ruttam. We should not have any zero, shunya, anya means other desires, anya abhilasha, shunya, zero. Jnana karma anavritam, not even with the desire to develop scholarship through jnana and karma yoga. Krishna bhakti is way beyond that. Krishna bhakti, people talk about Bhagavad Gita, and most people, they talk about karma. Work is worship, do your duty. And then some of them who have a slightly better understanding, they say, do not be attached to the fruits of the results. And some of them who are even better in understanding, they say, do your duty, do not be attached to the fruits of your duty, and offer the fruits to the Supreme Lord, Krishna. But that is not Vraj Prem. That is not the highest prem. Karma Yoga, as explained in the Bhagavad Gita, will nullify us, or it will purge us of all karmic reaction, which Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshasyami masucha sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. Give up all varieties of religions and you surrender unto me only, and I will take care of all your karmic reactions. So here when our realization is based on karma yoga, it is for our benefit. It is for me. Oh, Krishna hai na, he will take my karmic reactions away. He has promised that in the Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 18, verse number 66. Bhagwan has said that, Shri Bhagwan Vacha. So it is best. So that means if I'm bereft of karmic reaction, of pap and punya, that means this will be my last birth. As Krishna has promised in the Bhagavad Gita, Tatva Punarjanmaneti, Mameti So Arjuna. He will come to me. So all the benefit is me. Where is the love for Krishna here? Think about it deeply. So there are further sciences of prema or understanding beyond Bhagavad Gita. Most of you all will be shocked. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a wonderful conversations on the bank of Godavari when he was on his Dakshin Bharat Yatra, Padiyatra, on his South Indian tour. Sarva Bhattacharya, when he was in Puri, I told him, when you go for a Padiyatra and when you go to Dakshin Bharat, don't forget to see, there's a very nice devotee by the name of Rai Ramanand. Please meet him. Please give him your darshan. Of course, the Lord had already ordained that. Rai Ramanand is Vishakha Sakhi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in a nutshell, he meets him at the bank of the Godavari and they have a wonderful conversation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu acts like a student and asks Rai Ramananda questions. Please tell me what is the highest goal of life, and give me answers based on sastric evidence, not just anything like whimsical. So Rai Ramanand, it's a wonderful conversation in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 8. Someday that whole conversation can be in the form of a katharup, we can do it. But the nutshell was that he started with the Bhagavad Gita. He quoted some slokas, Karma Yoga, etc. He even quoted the best slok of the Bhagavad Gita, which is Sarva Dharman Parityajya, Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Give up all varieties of religion and surrender unto me, and I will take care of all your karmic reactions. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Iho Bahya, Aage Kaho. This is external. Tell me something better. So like that, Rai Ramananda is quoting different Vedas and so many other scriptural verses. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Aage kaho, iho bahya. Even this is external. And then he comes to the part of Dasyaras in Vaikuntha, of how all the devotees are engrossed in serving the forms of the Lord in Vaikuntha, in the relationship of master and servant. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Iho bahya, aage kaho. And then Rai Ramananda comes to the part of Vrindavan, where he speaks about the relationship that Krishna has with his friends. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu broadens his smile. And then he says, tell me more, please. And then he talks about the Vatsalya Ras, the parental love of Yashoda Mai and Nanda Baba in Vraj. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's smile even broadens further. Tell me more. And then he talks about the Mahabhava of the gopis of Vrindavan, the amorous love of the gopis. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in ecstasy. And then he talks about, in one particular gopi, Radharani. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in full ecstasy. And there comes a point when he shuts his mouth. So we have to understand these truths. We have to have that desire. Yes, Krishna is our bread giver. Yes, Krishna is giving us many things. But is that the relationship you want to have and I want to have with him? Think about it. Don't be God-fearing, be God-loving. And there is no other example like the Vrajvasis. That's why even the Lord of Vaikuntha, the Lord of Dwarka, goes crazy, sitting in Dwarka on the altar in the Jagannath Puri temple. He is crazy. He is gone mad, intoxicated, unmad. Thinking about Vraj. And taking him to Vraj is one of the highest service, because he wants that. Anukulina Krishna Anushilanam. Anya Abhilashita Shunya Jnana Karma Anavritam. Bereft of Jnana and bereft of Karma, think beyond Jnana and Karma. What should we do then? Pure Bhakti. And what is the definition of pure Bhakti or Uttam Bhakti? Anukulyana Krishna Anushilanam. What pleases Krishna, not what pleases me. Thakur Bhakti Vinod in one of his bhajans says, Ami to nahi amar. I'm not even mine anymore. He even says in one line, I forget the exact Bengali, he says that तुम्हारा सेवा है दुख यदि होय সেই तो परम सुख. In your service, even if I have to bear different kinds of miseries or dukkha, সেই तो, I will take that সেই तो परम सुख, because it gives you pleasure. Krishna, you wanted to leave Vrindavan to go to Mathura and Dwarka, fine, do it. The gopis says, that's fine, we will bear the separation. It gives you sukh. Perhaps it gives a sukh of all the other devotees in Mathura and Dwarka by your darshan. That's okay. Anukulina Krishna Anushilanam. Even at the expense of their misery. We see that in the old time movies in Bollywood, how the mother sacrifices, Mother India, that movie of Nargis. And all those mundane movies that portray the highest sacrifice by the parents or by the lover. What more higher sacrifice can one even think of than the Vrajvasis? Think about it. The shlok of Narad Muni, Anukulena Krishna Anushilanam, is the highest bhakti. The Lord of Dwarka wants to go to Vrindavan, and those who are facilitating that through the Rath participating right from the Snan Yatra to the Anasar, the Netra Unmulitam, and then the Pahandi, and then the rolling of the chariots taking to Gundicha Mandir. All those activities are most pleasing to Lord Jagannath. Anybody who's facilitating that, like Lord Ramachandra was so grateful. Even those little squirrels were throwing the little pebbles in the water when they were building the bridge. And some of the monkeys said, "Oi, hato, hato, you'll get trampled." And Lord Ramachandra told the Vanar Sena, to the monkeys who are helping, they are doing it as per their capacity. They are also wanting to serve me by building the bridge. So please do not disturb them. Similarly, Lord Jagannath wants to go to Vrindavan. Anybody who facilitates that, it's a great service. The Vrajvasis will not forget that service. Radharani will not forget that seva. She will feel obligated to that every devotee who is bringing her Krishna home. Just like somebody's child is lost, and if that person brings the child to the doorstep, what did the mother and father feel? They will fall at the feet or feel like hugging, and there will be tears in their eyes. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. Baba, that is Rathyatra. That is the bhav of Raj. And that is the bhav, that should be the bhav of the devotees participating in the Rathyatra, taking darshan. How did this Rathyatra come to the West? There's one very short story that I would like to share with you. This Braj Bhav came to the West by the mercy of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada arrived to the shores of the West in 1965. He stayed in New York for some time, and the second city that he visited, major city that he visited after New York, was San Francisco. So once in San Francisco, there was most of his disciples or the followers at that time, 90% of them were all hippies. These hippies were these young people, youth of America, who were looking for something, but they could not find it. And they were looking to find that utopia through drugs, through drinking, through free sex, and all the other different breaking the chains of the normal society. Some of them were of very rich parents, but they took their guitar and they grew long hair, and they used to stay in the park or in a trailer or in their Bugs Beetle Volkswagen van. And Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada came at that time in the Haight-Ashbury area in San Francisco. So while Srila Prabhupada had always had this habit of translating his books wherever he was, there was no furniture, nothing at that time, very simple lifestyle. Prabhupada had brought some metal trunks from India with the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam that he had translated in Vrindavan. And those were the trunks that he used to use as a tabletop to further translate Srimad Bhagavatam and other books. So when he was in San Francisco, he was seated there and he was translating Srimad Bhagavatam. And at that time, one Mataji came in and bowed down to Prabhupada and showed a very small figurine, like a doll or like a puppet. And Prabhupada's eyes widened and he immediately bowed down. And he says, "Where did you get this from?" Prabhupada asked. So this was Baldev Prabhu, the little only one. So this Mataji, who later on became Malti Devi, initiated by Prabhupada, said, "I was at that curio shop, gift shop, import store, and I saw this. It was they are selling a lot of Indian, because the hippies used to also like all the Indian paraphernalia. They used to wear that bandhani type scarves and all those things. So she found it in one curio store. So Prabhupada said, there should be 2 more, bring them." And then Mother Malti, I personally heard this from her own narration in person, that actually at that time they did not have any money, and they were still, old habits die hard. They used to steal. Even when they went to the supermarket, they needed to make ghee or something like that, and Prabhupada, of course, did not know this. So they used to steal sticks of butter and things like that. And she had actually stolen this very little, small Balbhadraji. And then she went there and she brought the other two. And of course, this time she paid for them. Because she saw how Prabhupada was reverential. So she said, it's not a good idea to steal those. So this is her own words. So he brings those two. And then Prabhupada sets them on his trunk and he offers his obeisances, his pranams, and he's in ecstasy. And then he calls Mataji's husband, Shyam Sundar Prabhu. He was the one who was instrumental. Malti Mataji, Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Gurudas Prabhu, I forget his wife. They were the two couples who had Prabhupada had sent them to London later on. And they are the ones who spread Krishna consciousness in London and even brought the Beatles, George Harrison. Shyam Sundar was instrumental in, and even today in London, the Beatles, George Harrison has donated his entire home, the Bhakti Vedanta Manor it's called now, where the present Radha Gokulanandan temple stands. So anyways, Shyam Sundar was very handy. So Prabhupada said that, can you make big ones like this, exactly like you see them? So he said, Prabhupada, I can try, no problem. And like that, Shyam Sundar took big trunks of tree and started carving them. And lo and behold, in a few days, large deities of Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra Devi were made there. And Prabhupada installed them in Berkeley. And Prabhupada called Berkeley Temple New Jagannath Puri. For some of you who may not know this, we had the good fortune of going there about 28 years ago. Beautiful, huge deities. And the first Rathyatra was held in 1967 in San Francisco. It was even covered by the media, by the American TV and by the newspapers and everything. And it was done on an open trailer, like a truck flatbed trailer. And it was decorated with whatever means they had. And the first Rathyatra, and then onwards, as the ISKCON movement started spreading, the Rathyatra was brought to all the cities and every town. So this is the mercy that Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada brought Vraj Prem by installing Jagannath deities and encouraging Jagannath Rathyatra. Now, there has been some, I want to also even touch on one quick point. There has been some criticism, and maybe rightfully so, by the Puri temple, why they are not, ISKCON is not doing it on the same day Rathyatra as the Puri Rathyatra. And from practical purposes, we have to understand, it would be nice that if all the centers in the world, because ISKCON has grown to over 600 centers, if they can do it on the same day. But we have to remember one thing, and we know our Hare Prabhu, who has been so instrumental in the Jagannath Rathyatra here in Canada, how much pain they have to go through, the organizers, to get even one permit and a particular date. Sometimes we are at the mercy of the city hall. So having said that, we have to understand that all cities work differently. New York City Rathyatra going through the Fifth Avenue, it's not a joke. Or San Francisco Rathyatra going through the main avenues, those are very traditional and they require a lot of preparation. And then the local government decides when the avenues are open and not open, and how the police availability is there or not there. So one should be a Saragrahi Vaishnava, and one should not be a Smartha Brahman. Smartha Brahman means rules and regulations. Arey, you've done this, you will go to hell. You've done this, you will go to heaven. You will do this, you will do that. That is a smart Brahman, going exactly as per the Vedas. But a true Krishna Premi will, according to time, place, and circumstance, to bring Krishna consciousness or Krishna Prem. Some of the other people are taking it. That is the important thing. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to remember the whole Vedanta Sutras or all the Karmakanda mantras. At the end of the day, if one is able to just chant Hare Krishna or remember Krishna, then the life is successful and one goes back home to the spiritual sky, to the spiritual worlds. That requires a lot of Vraj Prem, which Swami Prabhupada had. Srila Prabhupada had, because he came from Seva Kunj, from Vrindavan. That's where he was staying before coming to the West, so that he could give Krishna Prem as per Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's understanding in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very easy to criticize without understanding the deeper bhav. That Rupa Goswami calls pratyahar, excessive rules and regulations. Excessive rules and regulation can sometimes drive people away from God. Our goal is to bring people to the lotus feet of God. This is Rathyatra. Quickly, I will take another 5 minutes. Today is the concluding day. Anybody who's gone to Jagannath Puri, I tell you one thing personally, the prasadam there is really out of the world. The rice, the dal, the katthal sabji, the chutneys, simple, but yet it is so amazing. There are 700 stoves and 21 hours Lord Jagannath is served non-stop. Months and months, thousands and thousands of kg of rice, dal and all these offerings by the descendants of the Shabars from Lalita, the second wife of Vidyapati. One time in Vaikuntha, Narad Muni arrived and Lord Narayana had just finished taking his prasadam. Lakshmi Devi had served Lord Narayan a sumptuous Mahabhog. And Lord Narayan, after taking, Naradji looked at Mother Lakshmi and said, Maya, can I have some remnants of Lord Narayana? So Mahalakshmi said, it's not possible, Naradji. I'm very sorry, because my Lord has instructed me, nobody can except me have his remnants, have his uchista, his leftovers. Ask me anything else and I will give it to you, but not this. I'm very disappointed to tell you, no, Mahalakshmi said that. And seeing the disappointment on Naradji's face, she approached Lord Narayana and said, Prabhu, very nicely, sweetly, Naradji came and he was so disappointed. He asked me for your remnants. And I said no, because you had told me not to give any remnants to anyone from your thali. Understanding that Lakshmi Devi was feeling sad about saying no to Naradji especially. Narayan said, okay, after I take my prasadam tomorrow, I will make this exception this time. You can give it to him after I leave the room. So she was very excited and happy that now that she doesn't have a lot of weight on her heart, because Lakshmi Devi is a pativrata. the example of the most chaste wife. Without her husband's permission, she cannot do that. But now she was relieved. Next day, she told Narad, "Come, my dear Narad, here is the prasad, Mahaprasad of my Prabhu. You can have it." And Narad said, "Maya, unbelievable. How did you do that?" And like that, he was in tears and ecstasy, and he finished all the remnants that were given by Mahalakshmi. And after he took that prasadam, guess what happened? Naradji started dancing and singing like never seen before, flying from one part of the universe to another part of the universe. The transcendental spaceman. Prabhupada used to call Naradji the transcendental spaceman. And as he was in ecstasy, flying in circles, as if there was a huge ball of fire because of his saffron color, in his flight, some or the other, he came by Kailash. And at that time, Lord Shiva, seeing Naradji dancing and playing on his veena like he had never seen before. Of course, Lord Shiva has had the association of Naradji thousands and millions of times, and he has heard Naradji sing and dance millions of times. He has even danced with Naradji. Narada Muni bajaye veena, Radhika Ramana name. Narada Muni bajaye veena. Panchavadana. I forgot the bhajan. So Naradji along with Panchavadan means Lord Shiva. They are dancing in ecstasy, and even Lord Brahma. It's another bhajan by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Very nice. So he says, stop. What happened? Tell me. Oh, Shambhu, what can I say? Today has been the most fortunate day in my life. Are Baba, tell me what happened. Why you keeping this a suspense? Please tell me. Are Baba, you don't know Shivji what happened. Again, he's increasing that utkanta and suspense. Shivji said, Naradji, I cannot take it anymore. The way you're dancing and the way you're singing, please tell me what happened. Tell me right now. So Naradji says, I just got the Mahaprasad of Lord Narayana. And Shivji's eyes widened and he said, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And then his palm came forward. I'm sure you have some for me, don't you? So Naradji, he looked down. Sorry, in my ecstasy, I wasn't thinking and I finished everything. And Shivji was visibly upset. He said, Naradji, look somewhere in your hand. Maybe there is little bit particles. So like that, Naradji started looking. Oh yes, Shambhu, there is a few particles of prasadam left in my nails here. And immediately Shambhu digged that up, Shivji, and he took it. And the moment the particle of prasadam entered Lord Shiva's lotus mouth, Lord Shiva started dancing and singing the holy names. He was into an amazing ecstasy. Unbelievable. And he started dancing as if there was going to be a tandav. And it happened to be like almost like a tandav. And all the Devi Devatas started thinking, what is happening? Untimely, Lord Shiva started already doing the dance of devastation, the tandav nritya. We should stop it, otherwise this world will be destroyed soon. So they all went to Mother Parvati Devi. Parvati Devi, have you seen your husband outside, how he's dancing? It appears that he is already going to call for a Mahapralay. So she went outside and said, Prabhu, stop. Just as Shivji had stopped Naradji. Ki hoilo, what happened? Why are you doing this? What's this? Oh, you don't know. Are Baba, tell me, no. Are Baba, you don't know why I'm so crazy. Tell me. He says, you know what? Naradji just came and he got the Mahaprasad from Vaikuntha, from Lord Narayana, and I had a little bit of it. Oh, how nice, how sweet. My Patidev, where is my share? And Shivji's color changed as if he was in shame. He looked down. Parvati, there was only one little particle that was stuck in Naraji's fingers, which I got. You could not even save like a half a particle for me? What kind of a husband are you? And she got so upset, so angry, that her eyes started burning like coal. And it would feel like there's a heat emanating all around her, and it felt as if the whole world was going to burn in her anger. The demigods, the Devi Devatas, Adi, they started feeling that, and they then immediately they tried to pacify her, but she would not be pacified. Then they went to Vaikuntha, headed by Lord Brahma, Shiva, and Naradji, all of them. Here is a major problem. What do we do? She's so angry. The whole world will burn. Do something. Hey, Vaikuntha-adhipati. Oh, Lord Narayana. So then Lord Narayana personally came down with all the demigods, with Shivji, with Naradji, to Kailash. And told Parvati, Parvati, please calm down. What happened? Please tell me. Oh, you don't know. This husband of mine, he's supposed to give me, he received your prasadam, but he did not give me even one half a particle. I'm so upset at him. I'm bereft of your prasadam. So he said, Parvati, do not worry. I promise you one thing. In your avatar as Bimla Devi, when I come as Jagannath, I promise you, 21 hours, whatever bhoga comes to me after I take, it will not go to anybody. First, it will come to you. And after you take, everybody else will take. That is my promise. So that's what pacified Bimla Devi or Durga Devi or Parvati. And that is why even today, that is being strictly followed in the Jagannath Puri temple. Lord Jagannath, as soon as the bhoga is served to Lord Jagannath, and then the sevaks come, they pick up all the earthen pots with rice and dal and sabji and everything, and the sweets and the para, the sweet, what is it called? I forget. It's like a shakar pada that Lord Jagannath loves. Jagannath Pitha, something like that. That is first offered to Bimla Devi. And then it is offered, and then it goes to Anand Bajar. Next time you go to Jagannath Puri, don't miss that. Anand Bajar is the place where these Sabaras descendants, they have the right to receive all that Maha Prasad, and then they distribute it, they sell it to the devotees who are there. But trust me, if you have that prasadam, I'm telling you, you will never forget it. We had the good fortune a few years ago during Rathyatra time. We even had that prasadam in Gundicha Mandir, and it was amazing. It came right after offering Bimla Devi, and then it came, and it's just awesome. Krishna Prasadam. Sharira Vidya Jal, Jadendriya Tahekal, Jive Fele, Vishwa Shagure, Tar Madhye Jivati, Lobomai Shudurmati, Take Jeta Kathina Samsare, Krishna Bodo Dayamoy, Koribare Jiva Joy, Swa Prasad Dilo Bhai, Shenamrita Pavo, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gunagavo, Preme Dakho Shri Chaitanya Nitai. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written a wonderful prayer before taking prasadam. We say it, the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And the meaning of this is that Sharira Vidyajal, this body is a network of ignorance because of our senses. The senses are always demanding things. Give me cigarette, give me tobacco, give me meat, give me onion, give me garlic, give me all kinds of tamasic foodstuffs. Sharir avidya jal. Avidya means knee science. Avidya means ignorance. What is that avidya? Thinking that I am this body. That is the first avidya. And most of us cannot get across that. We are always thinking, I am Bengali, I'm Maharashtrian, I'm Hindu, I'm Muslim, I am American, I'm Canadian. That is called sarva, that is upadhi. Naradji also requests, sarva upadhi vinirmuktam. We have to go beyond that. And how do we do that? Is Risikena Risikesha Sevanam. We have to serve the Lord and Master of the Indri. Indriya is meaning the senses. They are known as Rishik. And Rishikesh means master or Lord. So one of the names of Krishna is Rishikesh. And how you can do that is by taking Krishna Prasadam. Sharira Vidya Jal, Jada Indriya Tahekal. These senses of ours, the gross senses, will bring our card, our death. Jive fele Vishesh Shagure. Tar madhya jiva ati lobamay shudurmati. Through the tongue, out of all the senses, is the most voracious of all. Very difficult to control. If one can control the tongue, all the other senses can automatically follow. Tar madhya jiva ati lobomoy shudurmati. Take jeta kathina samsare. Very difficult to control in this world. Krishna bodo dayamoy. Jagannath bodo dayamoy. Kori bare jiva joy. He makes the tongue victorious. How? Swa prasad anna dilo bhai. By giving his remnants prasadam. Chaitanyamrita pao. Please honor Jagannath prasadam, Krishna prasadam. Radha Krishna prema gao. Preme dako Shri Chaitanya Nitai. And show your love and appreciation for Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. Thus I conclude the 6th day of Lord Jagannath's Rathyatra Katha. I never knew that it would take 6 days. This is the first time I'm doing it at such length. Although I've done Lord Jagannath's Katha in different associations of devotees in programs, but somehow or the other we have taken full advantage of this COVID-19, and on our own time, in our own homes. What other mercy can we expect, I tell you? And so many things I've been speaking in the last 6 days. I didn't even plan. It is just flowing. And I'm just looking at Lord Jagannath right there, and he's actually, through the mercy of Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada, this nectar is flowing, I can say. It is not mine. The credit doesn't go to me. Na Baba na. It goes to my Srila Prabhupada and all the acharyas in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. And some of you who have been coming every week after week after week, 6 weeks, that is a month and a half, this katha has been going on. That's very appreciative. That means there is some special mercy here on each one of you. And my inner heart prayers that may this Vraj Prem be showered on all of you. Next time, take darshan of Lord Jagannath. Think, hey, you're the guy who wants to go to Vrindavan, right? You're crazy. I can see it on your face. I can see it on your whole body. I can see that ecstasy. With that vow you take darshan, then see how Lord Jagannath is going to, Jagannatha Swami, Nayana Pathagami Bhavatume. That will become Sharthak. And further doors will open. There are so many secrets. There's so much Hari Katha, Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. So even Mahasankarshan, who is none other than the expansion of Balbhadra, he's saying that even if I have thousands and thousands of mouths and thousands of ears, I don't think I am capable of glorifying the pastimes of my brother, Vraj. or hearing them. So what to talk about us? So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai Jagannath. Jai Baldev. Jai Subhadra. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.